Hello, everybody. My name is Todd, and welcome to our CINCILINGUA membership program. It's great to have you here as members of our program. And as many or probably most of you know, CINCILINGUA is a language institute, and we are located in Cincinnati, Ohio, and Cincinnati, Ohio is located in the Midwestern region of the United States of America. And again, it's great to have you here with me today for our lesson video. And today we will be continuing with our series devoted to business vocabulary, especially toward idioms for business English, idioms for big business English. And this is part 2 of lesson 5 in the series, part 2 of lesson 5. And we're going to just jump right on in here to our first idiom. And that idiom is through the roof, through the roof. And this means very high, higher than expected, higher than expected. Example, no wonder people are complaining about the cost of heating their homes. Oil prices have gone through the roof. No wonder people are complaining about the cost of heating their homes. Oil prices have gone through the roof, through the roof. They have just gone so high, so fast, much higher than expected, much faster than expected, through the roof. Okay, that's our first idiom, and move on to our second. And that is to turn around one's business, to turn around one's business. And the meaning here is to make a business profitable again, to make a business profitable again, to go from not making profits to being profitable again, to go from not making profits or to go from losing money to being profitable again. Turn it around, turn it around. Example, the telecom company was able to turn around its business by developing a popular new line of services. The telecom company was able to turn around its business by developing a popular new line of services. So these new line of services, or this new line of services, was helpful in changing the direction of the company's business. It turned it around. Okay. Right, now we will proceed to our next idiom, and that is to work down to the wire, to work down to the wire. And this means to work until the last minute, to work until the last minute, to work until just before the deadline, to work until just before the deadline, right? Down to the wire. Example, the investment bankers need to turn in their report at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, and they've still got many hours of work left on it. They're going to be working down to the wire. The investment bankers need to turn in their report at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, and they've still got many hours of work left on it. They're going to be working down to the wire. They're going to be working until the very last minute. They have a lot of work to do, and they have a deadline. That deadline is 9 a.m. That tomorrow morning. That's the deadline. They have a lot of work to do. They're going to be working down to the very last minute, right to the time of the deadline. Right, now we have this expression, to work out the kinks, or to work out some kinks. and basically means to solve minor problems, to solve minor problems. Usually the kinks do not refer to major problems. They're little, sometimes we say bugs, to work out the bugs, to work out the kinks. Okay. Example. The company announced that they will delay the launch of their new product by 2 weeks. They still need to work out the kinks with their packaging process. The company announced that they will delay the launch of their new product by 2 weeks. They still need to work out the kinks with their packaging process. They need to work out some of the minor issues, some of the minor problems involved in that packaging process. They need to work out the bugs, is another way we could express that. Now we have a yes man. A yes man. A yes man is an employee who always agrees with the boss or does whatever the boss says. An employee who always agrees with the boss or does whatever the boss says. And this is usually a good thing, but if somebody says something like, he's a yes man, he's a yes man, it usually has a negative connotation. It's usually kind of a derogatory or insulting kind of a comment to make about a person. Okay, so an example here, don't expect Larry to argue with the boss. He's a yes man. Don't expect Larry to argue with the boss. He's a yes man. He does whatever he's told. Okay. All right. Yeah, so we have looked at 5 idioms here, and we started with through the roof. Means to go very high and usually very high, very fast, very high, higher, faster than expected, through the roof. Okay, we could say the stock prices went through the roof after the new product was released. Sales went through the roof because the item was so popular. Okay. And then we talked about to turn around one's business. To turn around one's business means to change the direction of the business in a positive way. So if a business was formerly not doing very well, not succeeding, not raising enough revenue or profitable enough, and then suddenly it becomes profitable again, that business or the business is turned around. The direction has been changed. To work down to the wire. To work down to the wire means to work to the very last minute, to work right to the deadline, right to the very last minute, to work down to the wire. And then to work out the kinks, or to work out some kinks, means to work out or to resolve some minor problems, some relatively minor problems. To work out means like to resolve, to fix, to repair some minor issues or problems. Sometimes we say to work out some bugs, for example, to work out some bugs. It's the same thing. And then we have this yes man. Yes man is somebody who always says yes to the boss, for example. He never argues. He just does what he's told. And this normally this is a good thing for a person to follow orders and to be obedient to the boss. But if somebody says he's a yes man, it usually has a negative connotation. It's usually kind of an insult. So, all right. Well, that's going to wrap it up for this lesson video. And it's going to wrap it up for this particular series that we have dedicated to business idiom or to idioms related to business idioms. But before signing off here, I just want to wish you a wonderful remainder of your day, and to thank you again for being members of our program here. It's a pleasure to have you with me today. So on that, I just thank you again for your attention, your attendance, and I'm going to sign off from Cincinnati, Ohio. Looking forward to working with you again in other lesson video series. Thank you again, and bye-bye.